heard things like, guys, rehne do, she's a redhead, ise kya pata hoga, her opinions are not. And I was like, we're not even like American. I wasn't a good fit for a small town also. Like people and like teachers did not like me because I was like apparently too outspoken. And I was like, BA Hindi, ew, मैं क्यों करूँ? Please. People who at least take accountability for it are a lot better than people who straight up say, how can you think I copied and great minds think alike? Like, how is it a joke to call a girl slut and like have 11,000 men bidding on her?
What do you feel about bigger creators getting inspired by your work?
यार,
Hello, Saumya. Welcome to Chumma Conversations. Thank you so much for being here.
hi, I'm honored to be here. Thanks for having me.
First
I
of
feel
all,
like I'm on coffee with Karan.
oh my God, I don't know if it's going to be as spicy, uh, but I am loving the red hair color. By the way, it looks amazing.
Thanks.
Have
Thank you
you
so much.
have you felt like you've changed the way you dress and stuff after you change your hair color?
Not really. I was always a redhead in my head, so I was always dressing up like that without
Uh-huh.
one part of my body like complying with it. But
Uh-huh.
now I do have the red hair. I feel like when I'm out and about, I forget because it's in the back. But people come and remind me, they're like, "I love your hair. It suits you." I was like, "Oh yeah, I'm a redhead actually right now." So that choto confidence boost that people give me, then I'm reminded. For me, it's like, oh, it's there. For me, it's like,
Yeah.
I look like this now.
Do you feel like it's become a huge part of your identity now with the red hair? Like people associate that with you?
Yeah, yeah, they do. Like women love it. Women,
Mm-hmm.
gays and theys, they are here for it.
Uh-huh.
And like sometimes boys on internet who are not like, fan of hair colors and stuff in general, they will I have heard things like, guys, rehne do, she's a redhead, ise kya pata hoga, her opinions are not. And I was like, we're not even like Americans. Why have we westernized hair colors all of a sudden? Why
Yeah.
are we cracking those jokes on my expense? Because हमारे वहाँ तो चलता है यार, मम्मी तुम्हारी तुम्हारी मम्मी मेहंदी नहीं लगाती थी बालों में, प्लीज बी रियल. इफ लाइक दे सी सोसाइटी में लड़कियों को बाल काटने का भी खुद का
Hmm.
लिबर्टी नहीं होता until like they're out of their parents house, because
Yeah.
some fathers and parents are like, no, keep it long, don't cut it in steps and layers and stuff. So when they see a woman on internet with red hair color, this is the last stage of autonomy that can be awarded to you, and you take it. So they are very
Yeah.
scared कि बताओ, जिसको अपने माँ बाप की ओपिनियन की चिंता नहीं है, वो हमारे ओपिनियन की चिंता क्यों करेगी? And this woman is a dangerous person for this reason, which is so feral, because I legit only went through this because I was bored. Like literally,
Uh-huh.
I'm like, I'm bored. आज जाके ये करवा लूं, and I literally got it done in the evening. That's it. It
Uh-huh.
I was already very, very dangerous. Like hair color changes nothing.
I love that. I love that. So you grew up in Kanpur, right?
No, Lucknow.
Oh,
Not
you.
even Lucknow. There is
Uh-huh.
a small place called Sitapur that is some 70-50 kilometers from Lucknow, and I grew up there. Spent
Oh,
like
wow.
17 years of my life there.
Okay.
Um, then I came to Bombay to study and I've been here 10 years now. So yeah.
Wow. What was it like growing up in Sitapur?
Yeah, very mixed actually. Like it's a small town, so there's a lot of peace and quiet.
Mm-hmm.
You can literally hear a pin drop on the street दिन के time पे, because it's
Wow.
quiet and it's very
Uh-huh.
calm and shant. You want to get out somewhere, like it'll take 15 minutes drive to go into proper nature. Monsoons are amazing because
Wow.
roads and everything is better. Infrastructure is better because um, I live in that side of the UP that's developed part of the UP, that Lucknow
Mm-hmm.
wala area. It's the capital, and surrounding areas are really nice and safe. So that ways it was really good. But then as a woman growing up in a small town, you grow
Yeah.
up with a sensor or like something in your brain that at the age of 12 or 13 you're rewarded that ki, oh, this anxiety is going to be a part of your life now because you're a woman. So that
Uh-huh.
is also there, like all your steps are calculated. You grow up in a very environment where you are where you're mentally made to think what men think, what society think before you even like step out of your house. So that
Okay.
kind of like indoctrination or just like that kind of conditioning, um, it takes a long while to get out of there and then be like an independent person. The answer to who am I is comes on a little later because there are not a lot of options to explore.
Self censorship that you have, was it in terms of how you dressed, and was it mainly in terms of that?
Everything, honestly, like how you dress, how you speak, who you speak to. Like there are
Hmm.
times when I've not spoken to my male classmates on the street because I was like घर जाके बात करेंगे और text पे मुझे ये बता देना, because अगर कोई
Yeah.
मुझे तुमसे यहाँ पे बात करते देख लेगा, they will go to my father, and although my father knows you as a person and we're like family friends and all, the only problem is that they are going to like put 70 more things into the mix, that oh, she was not only standing and talking, her hand was here, she was wearing
uh
this. Look, like, so at such young age people do that to you. Like my father did not ask me to come one day randomly. I was 13 and he was like, from here on this is the rules. But like
hmm.
every day something would happen, like your
Mm-hmm.
daughter was here with her friends eating pani puri on the street, which is a weird thing to tell somebody's father. So
Yeah.
like dheere these things started happening so much that I was also in my head, I was like, I don't want these conversations to happen in my house.
Hmm.
I would rather take precautionary steps. Okay, I won't talk to people, I won't go out, I won't do this. Like there were like till 12th standard, I don't think I stepped out of my house if it was not for tuitions and stuff like that. So, and like birthday parties, max to
Hmm.
max, that's it.
I can very much relate to the small town effect of,
I
oh, I
know.
saw your daughter talking to this one boy. And it's insane. Like it might be okay, it might be your boyfriend also, but even if it's your classmate, and then you have to explain yourself. So I completely understand what you mean, that you just don't want those conversations.
Yeah, and all this while the boy is simply a guy who was sitting next to you since kindergarten. So you guys
Yeah.
have known each other for so long that this is not your first natural instinct. Like I remember I was 13 or 14 and I was talking to this person I am friends with ever since we were like 1 or 2 years old. Like we've been family friends for that long. And I was standing on my main gate and talking to him and telling him something, and then he went home. I did this, I think I have been doing this like since 12 years of my life कि हम गेट पे आके थोड़ी बात करते हैं फिर मैं घर जाती हूँ. And one day suddenly somebody passed and told my father कि अच्छा नहीं लगता है ऐसे लड़कियां बाहर ऐसे खड़ी होती हैं, अब तो बड़ी हो रही है सौम्या, भले ही वो सामने वाला लड़का है लेकिन तब भी कोई और देखेगा तो उनको क्या लगेगा. My father came and told me कि जो बातें करनी है घर में अंदर आके करो या बाहर जाके उनके घर पे करो, ये रोड पे खड़े
Hmm.
होके बातें बातें मत करो. And I was like, it was this person, papa, like it was this person. And they're like, कोई भी हो,
Hmm.
बाहर खड़े होके गेट पे खड़े होके बात करने का क्या मतलब बनता है. मम्मी को देखा है कभी करते हुए, बुआ को देखा है. And I was like, yeah, actually I've never seen any of these women do that. Why? You tell
Yeah.
me why. So I fought a lot and I was always this feminist kind कि नहीं मैं क्यों अलग rules, मेरे लिए क्यों rules हैं
Hmm.
ये वो. But in the end you give it in because for your own peace of mind, fine, I'll not do it, I'll do it other way, but I don't want to have this conversation again.
So, what was it like for you moving from a small town like Sitapur to then going to Bombay all of a sudden, and that
Yeah,
too for
man.
college?
Yeah, so my mom is from Mumbai.
Mm-hmm.
I like Bombay is not a new place for me.
Mm-hmm.
I've spent a lot of my childhood here. All my relatives are from Bombay because we're a partition family. I went to Delhi first after my 12th exams because I scored well. I got into DU, really good colleges and
Okay.
stuff.
Mm.
And I just realized that I have never been to Delhi before, like maybe for a
Mm.
wedding as a kid or something, but like as a full grown adult I've only spent that amount of time, like 15 years ki age mein I'm coming for like nani ke ghar pe for a vacation or something. So my mom is now letting me go with my building wala friends, like the nani
Mm.
ke ghar wale friends out. And I like the culture of the city a lot more. So I went to Delhi, stayed there for like 10-15 days, dropped out of the college, just came here and took admission in any college that was open. So
Why did
I
you
was just,
drop out of Delhi?
yeah, because I didn't like the culture. I was like,
Okay.
"Ki this is just like Sitapur, but like has malls." So,
Every Delhi person hearing this is going to get so offended.
but they know it to be true. It's like North India, but North India ki epitome is Delhi, and things like happened that were very unsafe. I felt very
Uh-huh.
unsafe as a woman there.
Mm.
1 or 2 things that happened. So I came to meet my nanny, and I was like, I was asking I was bragging to my building friends that you know what, I got into this college in Delhi University, and they're like, what is, why is that college important? So like people here don't even know like kaun sa college acha hai, kaun sa
Yeah.
bura hai. And I'm doing like I am living in a city that makes me miserable just because I, people will know that I go to good college. And I just like straight up came here, took admissions, and never went back to Delhi. My brother went to get my certificates and all to submit here actually.
Uh-huh.
So it just happened very fast. But yeah, it wasn't a cultural shock per se. It was more
Mm-hmm.
like I was home.
Oh,
Everybody in
okay.
my family lives here. Even though you know the city, even though you know the people and the culture, you're not a part of it.
Yeah.
So like I was like not a part. I wasn't a good fit for a small town also. Like people and like teachers did not like me because I was like apparently too outspoken. I was like लड़कियां ऐसे behave नहीं करती हैं कि एकदम prime example होता है ना जो, वो थी मैं.
This
So
happened even in
Bombay,
Bombay.
no, this happened in back at home. So for
Okay,
me, I
okay.
just knew that I'm not a good foot fit for that place.
Got
So
it.
मेरे लिए
Okay.
उतना बड़ा cultural shock नहीं था क्योंकि मेरे को पता था कि whatever is happening here is not me. I don't want to
Hmm.
be here. I just want to study and get out of this place.
So, you worked in marketing, you
Yeah.
went on to creative writing, and then now you're a content creator. Did your background in marketing help you in any way as a content creator?
I'm actually a finance major. I studied finance all
Oh,
my life. Again,
okay.
I didn't know what to do, so I chose one thing that I was good at. Like academically, I scored the highest in accounts and finance and all of those things. So it was an option. My parents actually like my father pushed me. He's like, "You're a writer. You're
Mm,
not a BCom finance person, or even if you don't want to be a writer, just do a BA Hindi from like a very nice LSR kind of college because you will get it.
mm,
And ये colleges भी अच्छे हैं. Plus you will do something that you like." And I was like,
mm.
BA Hindi, ew, मैं क्यों करूँ? The worst mistake of my life, I feel, because I should have like definitely done it. Because my entire house is filled with Hindi literature and English literature right now. I
Mm.
read so much that he was completely right about it. And if anybody other than my father had given me that advice, I would have taken it. But the rebel in me
Uh,
was like, no, I want to make like money. So money is only in commerce and finance, so I'll do that.
mhm,
So I did my masters in that. Then when I took jobs, like I've been working since I was 20,
mm,
internships and then stuff here and there. बीच में 6 महीने छोड़ा फिर कुछ और कर लिया. Those things help you in a way, I feel, because you know what the brand side of the things.
mm.
So like you know exactly what brands are looking for. I have given those feedbacks to know that I'm just being a bitch here. Like it's not a
Mm.
real feedback, bro.
What do you mean?
Like sometimes the feedback is not real. I just think that I know better than the other person. And a lot of people who work in this creative field on the back end think that. Then Filter Copy approached me randomly on Instagram one day that we like your content. Do you want to like do
Mm-hmm.
this full time? And I was like, I'm doing a good finance, a marketing kind of job. Should I? And I was working at Reliance at that time.
Mm,
Reliance Foundation, because we were doing like her circle kind of initiative. It's about all women platform and stuff. And I
mm.
was like, yeah, I think I'll get to learn a lot more because the people are more my age, more my pace, and
Yeah.
content wise also. Like I think this resonates. Worked there for a while, and I learned everything out of that place because I didn't even know that camera person is called DOP. Like I was that
Uh-huh.
alienated to this kind of world.
Mm.
But yeah, it helped a lot in a way that I always a creative person. Like even when I was doing finance jobs, I used to sit with like social media and marketing people. अरे अरे ये बना लो, अरे Canva पे मैं बना
Uh-huh.
के दे देती हूँ. So like those kind of things were happening all the time, and now
Mm-hmm.
just like legitimately I'm doing this. With content creation, it helps in a way that my scripts don't get rejected as often. Like I know what
Mm.
will work, exactly how to talk to them. So that ways I have less reworks because I've worked on this side a lot.
Yeah, oh, that's so nice. That's a very nice insight also. I don't know many people who have, I know people have gone from other professions, but not from a marketing or a
Yeah,
brand standpoint to then being a content creator. I think it makes it easier also for brands to work with you, right? Because you
true.
get, there are a couple of steps eliminated in between. Um,
Yeah. They don't have to tell me कि क्या insensitive है, क्या offensive है. I know exactly what will translate. I know exactly what they are going to say. I know exactly उनकी boundaries क्या है. मुझे 4 videos देख के पता चल जाता है उनकी कि हाँ मतलब ये jokes they'll do and these jokes they won't
hmm,
go for. So my jobs becomes a lot easier. उन्होंने तो 4-5 बार feedback देना ही है. उनका तो काम है ये.
yeah. But tell me something about your handle, Mrs. Holmes 20. I'm so sorry if I get this number wrong. 221B.
Yes, it is.
So I was telling Akash that, oh, I'm interviewing Saumya, and he's like, who's that? And I was like, Mrs. Holmes, 221B. He's like, oh, her, oh, nice. So
Yeah.
when did you come up with this handle, and did you ever regret making that your handle?
This face, look at it. This is pure face of regret. Please. I I was back in 2014. I was 17 or 18. Instagram was new, Netflix was new, everything in this country internet wise was new, and I was like, and I've watched BBC Sherlock, and I used to like
Mm-hmm.
read also Arthur Conan Doyle's like books and everything. So I already had like a lot of affinity towards this character because
Mm-hmm.
real person where to find. I fall in love with fictional men only. So
Okay.
yeah, like so that happened, and I saw this and I was like, he's the right amount of emotionally unavailable for me. I can fix him,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm going,
Mm-hmm.
like, I love him so much as a character. I fell in love with him so much that one day when I was making my Instagram account and I was like, Saumya, you so mainstream. I'm gonna be Mrs. Holmes because that's my favorite character. And at that time, this used to be a thing because I'll tell you, this could be a lot worse because I was also thinking about Doctor Who Traveler, Doctor Who
Oh.
Companion. I was
Oh, Doctor Who companion.
Doctor Who second.
Wow.
Like I was thinking of anything that could go better with Doctor Who because I was a
Uh-huh.
huge fan of that also. But this Mrs. Holmes one because I was like, this is short and easy also. Then it
Mm.
wasn't available because there is a real Mrs. Holmes out there, dude. There is somebody
Oh. Okay.
whose surname is Holmes. So she just like took that. So I was like, but I really want it. So I added a dress to it. So what? And I was okay with it. I was content with it. After a point, like 2015, 16, 17, I realized, I was like, change kar lu kya? I was like, किसने देखना है यार? Private account है. At some point, I will do it.
Mm-hmm.
कभी कभी like I'll do it at some point. And then like 7 years passed away, and I'm like very averse to change, so I just completely forgot.
Uh-huh.
I made my first video under this name and forgot again. I was like एक ही तो वीडियो है किसी को क्या फर्क पड़ रहा है and that video blew up and after that I couldn't because everybody knew me by that name.
Yeah, yeah. You can't change it then, no? It's become your
Yeah,
brand
and now
identity.
now at this point I'm like when I reach like 1 million 2 million followers I will just like change it slightly. Guys, I'm also Saumya.
It will not be sly. People are like, Saumya. Who Saumya? You're
I
Mrs.
go
Holmes.
I go everywhere and they're like, "What's your real name?" So it's happened so many times that now I introduce when they say I'm a big fan and stuff like that. I'm like, "Hi,
Mm,
Saumya." They're like, "Your name is
mm.
Saumya." I was like, "Yeah, yeah." I look like a
But
Mrs.
it's on
Holmes,
your
but
but it's on your page, right? Your name is on your page.
nobody goes to the page. No, they only see like
Oh,
that reel and they're
yeah.
just they walk past it. I'm trying to
Mm-mm.
change it, yaar. At some point, you have to tell me, okay, that Soumya, this is the right time to change your username, and I'll do it. I'm just counting on people around me telling me that.
I mean anybody working in brand management would tell you it's a bad idea to change your handle. Anyone who is listening or watching, if you think someone should change her handle, please mention and also
Yeah,
give
like please, like
suggestions.
let's do a poll or something because I have
Okay,
no
okay.
idea what to do. Most of my life has gone into decision making. Like, what do you guys think? What do you think? Okay, let's do it.
Uh-huh.
So if you guys think, I'll do it.
Cool. You are you a full-time content creator now?
Now, yes, I recently, like I think 7 months ago, 7 8 months ago, I left my job properly and just like
Okay.
start doing this full time.
I think a question that a lot of people have is when do you decide that you want should become a full-time content creator?
When you're able to make your salary on a monthly
Mm.
basis for 1 year, I have been making my salary kind of thing for 1 year before I left the job. So I kind of knew I had the confidence. Plus, yeah, I think it depends on your personal journey and your acumen also when it comes to
Mm-hmm.
business and finance. I am. I have a few degrees with me. Like I'm just,
Hmm.
it sounds like a humble brag, but like I have a few degrees in my
Few
pocket.
degrees only.
I have like few degrees in my pocket to actually have that kind of confidence to just leave. But like
Mm.
if you do not have that kind of confidence, plus I've been making my own money since I was 20. So for
Mm.
me, it's like अगर ये नहीं तो मैं कुछ और कर लूंगी मेरे लिए. That
Yeah.
money making is not going to be a problem for me because I know exactly how it's made. थोड़ा
Mm.
कम होगा थोड़ा ज्यादा होगा लेकिन I'll be okay, right? So
Mm-hmm.
like that first thing, that first confidence that needs to come is that you know the world well enough, you know yourself well enough to know that you won't be in big trouble. I don't want to take money from my parents. I've not taken money
Yeah.
from them in the, I don't know, years and years. Like chota mota thoda
Mm.
bahut they buy me things out of their love is a whole different thing. And I'm privileged enough to like also have that cushion, by the way. Like that first thing
Mm.
is your parents, your like if you have that kind of support, sometime some point you're not able to make rent, they're not gonna
Mm.
be like we told you so. Just have that
Yeah.
conversation way ahead with your parents that I'm planning to do this might happen, will you support me? And if they say no, find an alternative for it, or make a, or do that job for 6 more months so you have like extra money for that
Mm-hmm.
cushioning if your parents are, if you're not privileged enough to have that. I had that, so thanks to my parents, they were very understanding about it. And I think Sasha, is like also knowing what you do and how good you are at it.
Mm.
There are days when it's full of self doubt and you don't know what you're doing, but then there are also days where you're like, okay, I think I'm doing something different. I know that I can make it, and even if I
Mm-hmm.
like sometimes you're like, I don't think I'll ever even reach like 100K followers because this is
Mm-hmm.
not happening for me, and like certain benchmarks that you've set for yourself. But go on the instinct, like where you know that you've done this before, you've come this far because of
Mm.
you, so iske aage bhi khud hi chale jaoge. And I think manage expectations, lower expenses, like wo wali cheezein jo basic rehti hain before leaving a job, do definitely do that.
Mm-hmm.
So
How
that's,
much has how much has your lifestyle changed since you became a full-time content creator? Like because you were earlier in a very
yeah.
structured 9 to 5 kind of thing, and now you are your own boss, right?
See, I wake up really late,
Mm-hmm.
and I would recommend this to everybody because I love it. I have never been an early riser, and this is like the best thing that could have happened to me.
Mm-hmm.
Um, Secondly, I think I've become a lot more responsible in
Mm-hmm.
terms of money, in terms of who I am and what I do. And I have taken less trips this year, which is not a good thing, but I have realized that everything is going to fall down on me at this point. Like, I don't have
Mm.
a salary coming at the end of the month. So I have to work even harder for like everything that I do. Editorial needs to be fully fleshed out. The work has to go up no matter what. I don't have a
Yeah.
job that I can be like कि नहीं मैं एक्चुअली काम ऑफिस का काम कर रही थी इसलिए मैं कंटेंट नहीं बना पाई. नहीं, मेरे पास कोई काम नहीं है इसके अलावा. So
Mm.
that ways the lifestyle has changed a lot, where I've in the last 1 year I've become a lot more responsible. Second,
Mm-hmm.
I think I've lost a little bit of life in me, which is not a good thing. I'm trying to like get
Mm.
it back. But I think as an adult, when you have that kind of responsibility, the whole idea is also to not to be a little bit carefree, but I've become like a lot more cautious, a lot more anxious about when you have something to lose. In
Mm.
comparison to nothing to lose, the anxiety of that is a lot different. So while there are like nicer things that I'm able to like do, go I could go on a vacation, but I don't have time for it. I could
Mm-hmm.
have this particular thing, but I don't have the time to go and actually get it. So those kind
Mm-hmm.
of things are always there, and I'm trying to like strike a balance ki yaar, maybe next year I think I'll like have a good balance between both the things ki thoda anxious and thoda ye.
Hmm. It's interesting you talk about anxiety because that's something a lot of creators face, especially when they do full time. And you are responsible, you alone are responsible for
Yeah.
furthering your page, right? In an article on Dead Ant, you mentioned that you feel burnout every single month. At what stage in your career did you first realize and recognize that you were feeling burnt out?
Sasha, when you've been mentally ill as long as I have been, you you have felt this burnout at 15. You
Mm-hmm.
know this feeling because you felt it before. अब थोड़ी ऐसी होती है कि अब वो directly is affecting your work. Earlier it was like it would come out on one part of your exams, one part of your social life, one part of your romantic life with one person, and now it all boils down to work. कि काम
Mm-hmm.
में मैं इतना burnout feel कर रही हूँ क्योंकि बाकी जगहों पर you've had the practice for 12, 13 years to manage this kind of anxiety. Academics
Yeah.
and like personal relationship with your parents, with your partner, with everything around you. You have learned how to manage it. Also, they have also learned their expectations. Personal relationship wali anxiety itni alag hai from this is like I've been doing this for 2 years now, so I don't even know
Hmm.
how to handle that burnout right now, and it's very real where you're like, when I started creating content I had so many ideas, but I did not have time
Yeah.
to translate all of them to on like camera and stuff. Now when I'm doing this full time, my anxiety is, am I not funny enough? Is this all a fluke? Like the whole
Hmm.
imposter syndrome that women are conditioned to. um, Perfect candidate.
Yeah.
So that is imposter syndrome के ऊपर से then you also have a burnout उस stage पे where you're like, I've already made these many videos, I've made like 300 videos already. this
Hmm.
was this is my best work, इसके आगे मैं कुछ और नहीं कर सकती. And like
Hmm.
15 दिन बाद you are making something new, you are making something original because your brain works that way. So
Yeah.
बट कभी भी वो पेशेंस नहीं होता कि उस 15 दिन के लिए रुक जाऊं मैं. इट्स ऑलवेज कॉन्स्टेंट एंग्जाइटी ड्यूरिंग दोस 15 days, इवन दो यू नो दैट things will be fine at the end. I've been doing this for so long that I will be able to do it again. But वो जो
Mm-hmm.
15 दिन होते हैं उसमें लगता है, no, this is the end of me.
Yeah.
This is the end of this world. This is the longest run I've had in it was a good run, now I should retire. So like
Yeah.
those kind of things, I think I'm too like right now I'm a little young also. I
Mm-hmm.
don't know how to manage that as of now. I hope like we're doing this podcast like 2-3 years later and I'm like, yes girl, I've
Yeah,
learned.
I can totally handle it, guys. Sign up for my online course to help you
um
manage it.
Guys, I'm gonna be charging 2,000 rupees for one-on-one session.
Oh, I see what you did there. I see the reference.
Oh,
uh,
you were acting like you were big on Instagram when that happened.
huh? No, no. I was not even a content creator at that time when
Same.
that happened. I was like, hey, what is this?
Dude, the person who
What is
did
going
it
on?
was the person who did it was one of my close friends, a cousin. So I
Oh.
did not know that person as like a content creator because I was not consuming Instagram उतना. बॉम्बे में टाइम ही नहीं होता, रात में बस घर पे जाके थोड़ा Instagram चला लेते हो आप, and that's about it. अब ऑफिस में
Mm,
चलाने लग गए हो. पहले like Instagram was not that big.
mm.
Apparently Twitter was also like, Twitter was big, I guess. And I was like, what is happening? Like being a 21-year-old, I know that this is a little like, but okay.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, I think, also when you're in the content creation field, like when you have so many people telling you, oh, you're so, we want to learn from you, you're so wise,
Yeah.
we want a life like you tend to believe that kind of. And then you
Yeah.
think, okay, people want this, so let me offer that. So sometimes you're
Hmm.
in this own bubble. So I don't blame that person either.
Of course, yeah.
Uh, but that was, yeah, miscalculation on their part. And but it was
Yeah.
it was funny for whoever's not a content creator, but now as a content creator I'm like, oh, yo, I understand, must have been
Yeah,
horrible.
I think a lot of
Yeah.
people must have texted you saying, "Hey, please call me, please talk to me. I really want to be like you," and you believed it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And but also you kind of have a self-awareness like, bro, I am not so sorted in life.
See, that's the thing about self-awareness.
Uh-huh.
More privileged you get, the more
Uh-huh.
it eludes you, I feel. It's easier
Yeah.
to be self-aware when you have nothing to be aware of.
Mm.
So you are
Mm-hmm.
aware of everything around you, internally, externally. But the moment you get things, you're like, maybe I'm the best actually.
Yeah. And actually, I think that also contributes to the creator burnout because
Yeah.
you feel like, okay, people believe in you, people find you funny, etc. But there are times when you don't get the ideas
Yeah.
and you make content and you yourself watch it and you're like, oh, this is not that great. And, there's that intense pressure.
Yeah.
So I completely relate with all that you've felt and are feeling. And I still feel that all the time also. Like one
Yeah.
week is
Is there a
like,
solution for it?
I found that when I'm not feeling inspired or I don't have ideas, not to force myself to just put out anything
Hmm.
because then I feel even worse when it doesn't perform.
Same.
So then I just 1 or 2 days I just take a break. I'm a consumer then. I just watch reels,
Hmm.
whatever. I
Makes
just take
sense.
a break. Yeah.
When I feel that ways, I also don't like make content. Subpar content, I don't think is my brand, on brand for me also. Like I
Hmm.
don't think people are expecting to see content out of me every day.
Yeah.
Why am I not doing it?
Yeah. And also, that. generally the way one grows on Instagram is consistency. So
I
people say
know.
post every day or post every alternate day, and you try to follow that, but in a creative space it's really hard to be
Yeah.
on like that 24/7
Yeah.
and create content that you're all the content pieces that you're happy about. So I think like people who do that every single day, there are some creators who do a fab job.
Yeah.
Just
I don't know,
amazing.
dude.
Like,
Like, I'm not sure about the fab job. I
mm-hmm,
honestly don't think that you can make original content every day. With it being the best,
mm-hmm,
uh, unless you like lift something from this, lift something from that, get inspired here,
mm-hmm.
get inspired there. It is very difficult to do that. I have done it for a long time in a way that um, to know that this is not, it's impossible without like
Yeah.
copying content, without getting inspired by things. It's really impossible. And if you're doing it also, the jokes are very subpar. एंड यू वुड नो क्योंकि
Mm.
मैंने भी किया है वो कंसिस्टेंसी वाली चीज मैंने ट्राई करी है. द जोक्स आर सब पार. आई हैव फाउंड माई सेल्फ गेटिंग इंस्पायर्ड सबकॉन्शियसली एंड आई वाज लाइक नो दिस नीड्स टू स्टॉप इमीडिएटली. लाइक
Mm.
not only is it making me feel bad, it's not adding to my brand. It's just like
Yeah.
making content and putting it up. It's nothing else. Matlab, there is no life to it, there is no jokes to it. It's impossible, to be honest. Like, if somebody is able to do this without, with all the originality and stuff like that, I want to meet that person. I just want to like
Mm-hmm.
take advice from them.
Speaking of which, I wanted to ask you, what do you feel about bigger creators getting inspired by your work?
Yeah, a lot of big creators who have been always nice to me, like Kusha,
Hmm.
Ankush, and like Kusha has been the nicest to me in all of these things. And whenever this happens, like I've heard from her and a lot of people who've been doing this for a long time, that there are people who are trendsetters, and then there are
Mm-hmm.
people who are going to ride on that trend. And you cannot complain about somebody becoming big riding on your something that you didn't started. um
Mm-hmm.
they probably like are more like, there are certain things like they will have that you don't have. Social currencies कितनी सारी होती हैं, उसमें से कुछ तुम्हारे पास होंगी, कुछ नहीं होंगी. But
Mm-hmm.
I feel like anybody who's getting inspired and doing all of this, their vision is very short term.
Mm-hmm.
The moment you don't write your script, like I'm not saying like you everybody has to, the moment you don't invest in your own scripts, in your own edits, in your own concepts,
Mm-hmm.
you're anyway like planning your professional suicide in like 5 years. For
Mm.
how long are you going to write? I'm going to stop making content, then you're going to copy from someone else, then you're going to copy
Mm-hmm.
from someone else. My aim here is to be a better writer, to be a better creator, so I can move on to bigger things from this to this.
Hmm.
I don't necessarily want to act, but definitely want to be like behind the camera at some point and produce like a show or something where like
Mm-hmm.
where my jokes are said by some very very important people. They're read out, like they're better, they're delivered better than I can do them. So if
Mm-hmm.
that is my goal in life, I don't mind anybody copying my content, anybody getting inspired from it, because for me, I'm living out my journey. You're just like
Mm-hmm.
taking extracts from it and making something else that I do not see merit in. 5 years later, it's gonna be irrelevant. I'm gonna look back at my content 5 years later and be like, you, I made this. But my you, I made this is going to be the highlight of your profile, because that's the most viewed, or that's the most like
Mm.
people discussed about it. That's the most you will do in your life, while I am 5 years later doing something new, because I never got caught up in like the whole borrowing cycle from here and there. I had to
Mm-hmm.
think for myself. And I genuinely feel like people shouldn't do it for their own sake. But then again, to expect this kind of thing from like people is just like a taxation on your own head. Last year, I've like let it go. I'm like, jisko karna hai,
Mm.
karo yaar. It's fine.
That's a very mature approach, actually, because it's very frustrating
It's
when someone copies your work and they get like 10x the views that your original content did, and like there's no accountability. Like, okay, I understand sometimes they put it in the caption like inspired by whoever, and that's Okay, little bit, yeah,
Do
at
you,
least acknowledged it.
yeah, do you realize how long it takes to write one joke? Like I really want these people to like sit down and think about it, because it
Mm-hmm.
takes me like sometimes it's taken me a week to even come up with one complete dialogue. Like I'm doing
Hmm.
other things side by side, but like I'm just constantly thinking about how to make this dialogue better. Like see, recently I was sitting and I was showing it to my, like I was showing something to a friend of mine, the video that I made, and they were like, I love this line. When did you come up with this? And I was like, 6 months ago, but like it got better right now. It was about
Yeah,
something like
yeah.
some people go find their kids with a chirag. I might have gone with an agarbatti. Before
Mm-hmm.
agarbatti, it was a mombatti. Before that, it was a flame torch. Before,
Mm-hmm.
like, there were like 90 variations to that dialogue before I was like, yeah, agarbatti has the smallest light. Yes, this is a perfect fit for this dialogue.
Mm.
So if you're not even diving into your brain to do all of that, it's not gonna get better for you from here. Like for me, I have like 90 variations of that dialogue. I'm gonna use this flamethrower in some other thing. You know,
Mm.
I
Yeah,
know how this sentence looks. I'm going to use this in somewhere else. My second script is ready, a dialogue ready for something else. But
yeah.
that's a process I've done from jumping from here to here to here. It's a ladder you climb. And if you skip those steps and are there, really, did you have fun doing that? Because I have a lot of fun doing this. More than making a video, I have
Mm.
fun like, this is going to be like sensational, this is going to be like
Yeah,
calm, this is going to be satire. For me, like I write those things कि ये satire का part है, ये बेवकूफ वाला jokes है, ये वाले ऐसे jokes हैं. So
mm.
it's fun for me.
Yeah. And also, you spoke about this writing journey, right? A lot of the time, sometimes you have an idea for maybe a punchline, or you have an idea for the starting of a joke,
Yeah,
and
man.
then it marinates in your head, and you're like, how can I build this up? How can I build this up? Right? It takes a while, but that's the fun part, to
Yeah.
finally see it come together. So there is, yeah, like a lot of people don't realize this about, I think, comedy content creation is there's a lot of writing involved. It's not,
Yeah.
you might see like 15 seconds of me speaking to the camera, but there's like you said, like a week's worth of thinking, okay, this doesn't work, this doesn't work, this doesn't work, and then
Yeah.
putting it together.
It is. And also like going deep into your brain, finding that one analogy that would fit this. It's so difficult when you write it. For me, like one dialogue has come,
Hmm.
concept has come in my head, and now, but it's एक dialogue से video थोड़ी बन जाएगी. now
Yeah.
now I have to think of similar dialogues in similar pretext, and like have to have like at least 5 or 7 tropes just like this, so I can make a
Mm-hmm.
video out of it. So like idea ana is not difficult, like building on it is so difficult in a way that um and then I also go scrouch the internet, which is not, which I've stopped doing recently, because my friends
Mm-hmm.
were like, don't waste your time doing it. If it's fine if somebody has made that joke, it's fine, nobody's going to come at you.
So
You
you're
have,
checking to see if someone else has
yeah,
already made the same joke.
yeah.
Okay, okay.
So if
Hmm.
I just go, I type keywords and all to see that what kind of video they have they made on this. So I
Mm-hmm.
YouTube, Instagram, like if I know, if I remember somebody's name or something, I copy the link sometimes. Ki I have a similar idea, so I copy a link and I put it with, keep it with me. So when I'm writing it, and then I'm done with the writing, I compare both of them and I'm like, no,
Hmm.
completely different videos. I don't want to like, I don't even want to like take an edit cut from somebody else's, because I know
Hmm.
it hurts. I know
This
exactly how
is
much it hurts.
Wow, this is like a completely opposite approach that most creators do.
I
You are
know,
checking to make sure it's not copied. Most people copy that later, just copy it. Like there are some where they've just translated it into another language,
bro.
or like those punchlines that you've spent 1 week to think of, someone just steals like that, and you're
Bro,
like,
randomly, this I made this gold digger video like
hmm,
long back, and I was so proud of this line called this sentence that I wrote, that पीतल की अंगूठी पहनने वाले ये सब gold digging वाली बातें नहीं करते हैं,
hmm,
which is the most rural thing you can say, because gold and petal, they look alike, but they are literally like, gold is the most expensive and petal you can get for like $5. So like
hmm.
those kind of, like it was a very good analogy in my head, and somebody just picked it up, made a video, and she has like 5 million, 8 million views on that, and I have like 300K views, and I'm like, what did I do wrong? I made that joke already. Why? I was so pissed, because why did you not see my video? It's fine if she did it. Why did you not see my video?
Yeah. Do you feel like, mm, ever reaching out to these people and be like, hey, can you give me credit?
One or
Or
two times I've already done it, and
Mhm.
I feel like I'm like I feel like this.
Like, yeah, I know, even though it's your work, you feel like a beggar, no?
Yeah, and like I've had like people sending me stuff like I don't want to name people, but they
Mm.
are like, ki, great minds think alike. Sorry, then mine should think like somebody original. Like you straight up copied, bro. We're not great minds. We're not alike. I really
Yeah.
don't want to be like in the same category as you.
Great
So
mind thinks,
great
great
minds
minds
think
think.
alike. Oh, what a coincidence! We had the same idea. Your video is so much better than mine, though. That is not the fucking point. You copied an entire joke, and they'll send you screenshot of random things. See, I recorded it 4 days before you posted it. What? You're showing me some other screenshot, bro. What are you talking about here? So the concept might already be there, then but
Mm.
then they saw your video. So now they already have that concept written in their thing. So now they're
Mm-hmm.
gonna add these dialogues to their video and be like, but I already thought of this concept like way before. See the screenshot on my chat and all.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, the joke is not there. It just says the title of
Yeah.
the video. What are you talking about, bro? But I've realized that the people don't take accountability of it. Like for once I remember I had a similar video to this creator. I deleted my video. I was like,
Mm.
what is it adding to internet space? What is it adding to my space? That the idea is similar and it was not a dialogue based thing, so that it could be different from whatever she did. I
Got it.
straight up deleted my video. It's one video, I can think of something else. But if somebody came up to me and told me that their idea or my idea is similar and all, I would, if I was not 100% sure that no, this is my original thought, I would delete it. It's fine. I'll come up with
Mm.
something else. I came up with I'll come up with something else. But people are so like, just say thank you at least. Just be like,
Mm.
thanks, yes, I took it. Or yeah, I got inspired. I hope you like it.
Mm.
No, that's never the tone. The tone is like, oh my god, how can you think I did that? I've always created original content. Don't lie. Don't lie. I have seen 5 other creators share the story of your different video accusing you
Mm.
of you cheating. I've read a whole ass Reddit thread that says that you've
Mm.
cheated from these creators. Please don't infantilize me at least कि मुझे पता नहीं
Mm.
है और मैं कुछ चुप हो जाऊं. Damn.
Yeah, it takes a lot of, I guess, humility to kind of be like, oh yeah, it's maybe consciously they did not copy, but they saw, and subconsciously that line was there. So at
Yeah.
least have the decency to look back on it and be like, oh yeah, probably I watched it and that was in my head.
Yeah.
Just that, even that, it's so sad, but even that little bit of credit means a lot to a creator.
या मुझे कभी फायदा नहीं हुआ उस क्रेडिट से. मुझे कितने लोगों ने दिया है वो क्रेडिट, बट आई नेवर
Mm.
लाइक आई हैव नॉट इवन गेन्ड अ सिंगल फॉलोअर फ्रॉम दैट और अ व्यू फ्रॉम दैट. बट
Some
इट्स
personal
yeah,
satisfaction that,
to be
yeah.
honest, like if I could make rules, the rules should be delete your video. but I don't
Yeah.
but I don't make those rules, so I'm like, okay,
Mm-hmm.
fine. Like people who at least take accountability for it are a lot better than people who straight up say, how can you think I copied and great minds think alike.
So you mentioned about how you deleted this one video that someone said was similar to theirs. Say for example, now you think, okay, your next week, do you have any video ideas ready already?
Yeah, I think I do right now. I'm going to shoot after this only.
Mm.
I have this idea where I'm thinking about how rich people talk about domestic workers
Mm.
on
Mm.
their YouTube channel versus how they speak about them in their friend circles. But it's
Mm.
never in a way they'll never admit it. The whole
Mm-hmm.
idea of it is it's a satire. So when I make something, there are three kinds of ideas for me. One is satire, where it is
Mm-hmm.
political, where it is social, where it is something I very close to my personality because that's who I am in real life. मैं हर चीज के बारे में बहुत politically सोचती हूँ, but I need to make it relatable and I need to make it like
Mm.
so. The concept, the baseline of it, I know what it is. The process is that I know the idea behind it. Then I have to figure out tropes in my head. Ki,
Mm-hmm.
okay, these are the tropes I want to do in first part. These are the tropes I want to do in the second part. But then also, like I have been thinking about this idea since 2 3 weeks now,
Mm.
and I'm thinking, should I cast a friend as a domestic worker? But then the next
Mm.
week I was like, no, that is even more demeaning for me to like make somebody stand there. Nope, look, no. The whole
Mm.
idea of them like using people's vulnerability to put them in the videos for a views and likes. I don't want to
Mm.
do that. The whole point is they shouldn't be there. They've not signed up for it, and you're in the
Yeah.
position of authority, so they can't say no to those kind of offers. When you say, "Didi, aap
Mm.
mere video mein aaoge kya?" What are they going to say? No, you're their boss. They're not going
Mm.
to be able to say no to you. So I've battled with that, how to execute it. Now I finally am like, no, I don't want to be, I just want to be, it's just going to be me in the video. It's not going to be anybody else.
Mm.
So that ways, then I reached there. Then I started writing dialogues, and they are like, at some point they're so extreme where I'm like, I don't think people can digest it.
Uh-huh.
So I go back 5 steps and I'm like, no, for better understanding. The point of the video is not to show how smart and how politically active I am. It's for
Mm.
people to understand it in easy language, while there is also comedy there. They're laughing about it, but they're also like, fuck, oh, I know this person. Shit, I've
Yeah,
spoken
yeah.
about, shit, I've said these things. So those ideas went behind it, and now I have a full-fledged script that I'm going to shoot. Then I have this edit in my mind ki
Mm.
sometimes like there are heavy edit based things. I already have a background. I don't know if anybody notices, but I invest a huge chunk of my time in background music. I'm listening to Beethoven's Fifth Symphony somewhere and Moonrise, and I was like, this I'm going to use in this video. I just know.
Mm-hmm.
So I've like saved it for months and months so I can like put it against this video. Sometimes I spend like 2 hours making video, 2 hours searching background music. Nobody gives a fuck, but so that ways
Oh.
I think about it. Then there's music to it. Then I have to lay like scenes on it. Ki, okay,
Mm.
this is a 5 second scene. This is gonna land faster. Then when I have a tension of 3 seconds wala, uska तीन
Yeah.
second का advantage लेके मुझे ये 3 second डालने हैं ताकि मैं मेरी पंचलाइन 4 second वाली यहाँ land कर जाए. So
Mm.
I think a lot of those things are in my mind while I'm shooting it, and then when I'm editing it. So it's a whole process that I honestly enjoy a lot.
Yeah, I think this conversation has been like a great masterclass for anyone who wants to create content. Even the whole process of, you know, what you're going to, how you're going to edit it even before you act it out
For
is a
sure, for
huge
sure.
factor, because it makes the way you frame it, the way you pause, etc. All those things come into play, right?
Exactly.
And then putting it together on the edit table is such
Is
a joy because you're like, tuk, 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 oh yeah, it's come out
and when it's
exactly how
and
you
when it comes
imagined.
to life, like when you what
Uh-huh.
you thought in your head is coming to life in the scene by scene, and the fall and lines are just falling. And even if there are no lines, there are certain reels that are just music based. But when I'm making them, I know exactly कि मुझे तुझे गोली मारूंगा ठक, and that ठक पे the frame
Ah,
changes.
yeah.
Like it might seem like कि, oh wow, the music went so well with it. No, I thought about music. I thought about the ठक. I have like yelled at people to complete this in 3 seconds. If I'm shooting with
Uh-huh.
somebody, please 3 second में complete करना क्योंकि edit. So I've already thought about it way before. Some videos you
Mm.
don't. Some videos are just like shoot किया बनाया और खत्म कर दिया. It was that.
Mm.
But some videos that have been in your DM in your that WhatsApp chat for a long time, I think उसको मैं बहुत प्यार से बनाती हूँ कि एक एक चीज उसमें मैं ऐड कर रही हूँ बार बार जा जाके. I'm seeing a lot more videos. I learn editing वाला tricks because
Mm-hmm.
it helps you a lot. Please learn editing if you're
Yeah.
doing comedy and all. Just invest your time into thoda bahut edit जानने में, because it helps you like I think elevate your videos a lot more.
Yeah, 100% agree. And I also want to talk about this one particular video of yours, which I find so hilarious, which is the problematic couple which thinks they're cute on IG. I had shared it on my story. One of my friends was like, bro, I have watched this video like 10,000 times. It's so hilarious. And those are the little moments that you like. There is, yeah, you do find it funny, but there are little moments that elevate it to the next level, especially that part where your pallu is falling and then your partner is putting it over, then covering your head with it. There's this part, right?
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, gold. And you also know you have that context of you having seen these reels before. So it was like a delight. Like I
Thank you.
always like laugh every time I watch that video. I laugh.
Thank you. Vineet and I are OG haters. We live literally like we live 50 meters away, but we're the most
Amazing.
asocial hate club president kind of people. So
Mm-hmm.
when we meet, we were talking about I send him these videos saying kill me. throw me off the building. Love like this. And this is
Uh-huh.
more like a friendly joke that was on between the two of us, and we were randomly at some event we were discussing. तूने भी देखी है क्या videos? मैंने भी ये videos देखे हैं. Ew, what are people doing with their relationships and stuff like that?
Uh-huh.
And then one day I was just like, do you want to come home? We'll shoot this. And randomly, like no plan, nothing, he came over, and he never gets out of his house, not even आमने सामने के लिए.
Uh-huh.
He came. First of all, like things like best part about working with people like Vineet and Pulkit is they are amazing actors.
Mm.
You, I feel like I'm more of a director when it comes to these things and less of an actor, because it's my concept, it's my videos, I've written them and all of those things. And matlab, not individually me, it's them
Mm.
too. They are putting in dialogues, they are doing this. But initially, तुम्हारा mind conceive कर चुका है कि इसको edit भी कैसे करना है. So you know
Mm-hmm.
exactly what you want. And these are such amazing people to work with in a way that the moment you tell them that this is the idea, I think those videos are really good, because I think I have had the best people I've collaborated with, like at least in
Mm.
those terms. Vineet is naturally so like this person who just catches on the current like this. Like if I
Uh-huh.
tell him कि तू ना मुझे पल्लू ऐसे नीचे डाल और
Mm.
दूसरे में फिर और नीचे खींच देना, it's
Mm.
his expressions that elevate the entire thing, that he's
Uh-huh.
doing this and then he's looking in the video and then he's doing it again, and then
Yeah.
my job there only remains to like tell him what I'm thinking. And
Mm-hmm.
after that, I think people who you are collaborate is why it's so important. I think you only collaborate, you should only, I think, collaborate with people who you have same sensibilities with. बहुत
Yeah.
easy हो जाता है काम. The video is elevated to the next level because you think alike, your comedy style is very similar, or at least you respect each other's work to trust each other in that way, that
Yeah.
like whenever I shoot with these people, they do not say a single word. They whatever, like the last scene where he's throwing the towel, I told him to do it, and it was just like it was so effortless. Like I saw it and I laughed. I had to mute that video most of the time because I know what was gonna happen, and I am laughing because he's just walking like this, like "Boop," and he said "boop." So it was so, he was so in character that even though I knew I wanted to have this frame, it was still funny to me. So I think the performance
Mm-hmm.
of people who you collaborate with elevates all of this. वरना अगर मैं अकेले करती तो this would not be that good of a video, to be honest.
Mm. If you played both roles, you mean, right?
Hmm. It would not
Mm.
have the same impact. And he's so good, dude. Vineet is so next level good at these things.
Nice. I hope Vinit listens to this
Vineet
podcast.
is
So
not
send him
gonna
this
listen to
special part.
this. I know him well enough to know that he's not gonna listen to any podcast unless he's on it.
Uh-huh. Huh, and you, I was curious, you also said you don't do podcasts at all. Like, why?
Yeah, I feel like I don't have, again, the whole collaboration bit. You only
Mm-hmm.
do it with people you have a certain, they know you. Like we
Mm.
have been in touch for almost 2 years now.
Mm-hmm.
2.5 years we've been
DM
knowing each
buddies.
other by
Yeah.
DM buddies, that and I know you, your style,
Mm.
the way you talk. I know that you're a kind and an empathetic person overall. Like that's my impression of you, only from like knowing you through like just internet for a while
Mm-hmm.
now. So I know that this conversation that we're gonna have is something I'll enjoy. It's not a work. It's
Mm.
not work for me. It's like, oh, today I'm gonna talk to Sasha. Like we have finally the opportunity to sit and talk.
Yes.
For
Yeah.
me, it's like बातें कर लूंगी मैं so I do that. Second, I feel
Mm.
like your like podcast, when people do it as business and
Mm.
like not as a content creation, not as a tool that they want to talk to people, they want to explore ideas. Most of it is clickbaits.
Mm-hmm.
They're gonna put it up on their channels, and one thing, they will put out the clip where you have said something out of context for people to just like
Mm.
nibble over. Come, sharks, come take this woman
Yeah.
that I'm offering for you as
Mm.
my sacrifice for likes and views. So the way they handle most of it, like nowadays the way people handle these podcasts and stuff is not. I saw it happen to a friend, and I was very
Mm.
averse to the idea of it, that I don't want to do it with a person unless and until I knew them personally or I have like great rapport
Mm.
with them. There's no way I'm going to do a podcast. मेरे लिए live है. If I want to
Yeah.
talk to people, I'm going to talk through a live or something, no?
Yeah. Yeah, I get what you mean because there are a lot of times where I care deeply about the people I interview
Yeah.
because I talk to people only who I'm interested to talk to. And I don't want to put you in a position where you feel embarrassed or you feel,
Yeah.
taken advantage of by the audience. Like, I wouldn't want anyone to do that to me. and you've trusted me
Yeah.
and given me your time. Like I am
And I
like
watched
so
this
precious.
podcast.
Yeah.
Honestly, I watched this podcast in a way that I knew that there are not going to be any snarky questions. I don't like those kind of podcasts where we're not discussing ideas and where we're not discussing um, us as people and more about what
Hmm.
other people. Oh, this person said this. There is a Reddit thread that says this. What are we? Coffee with Karan thodi hai yaar. We are better people than that. Please, we're much more advanced in our heads to like not have this kind of conversation. And I'm not interested, neither personally nor professionally interested in those kind of conversations. So
Hmm.
after a point, you're just like, I've seen this. There was such like I saw everybody having fun, and for a second I was like, why is she not asked me for this?
I was like, will she say yes to me? I don't know. Okay, let me just shoot her a DM and see.
Please, please. I was so excited. I was like, and मैं Monday से wait कर रही हूँ इस podcast का. I'm
Yeah.
like, I'm gonna do this on Thursday.
Even all my friends were like, "Oh my god, I love her! I'm so excited to get to talk to her." So I was
I
like,
was so excited, dude. I told 2 3 people, and they're like, "Oh, her podcast we really like." Like
"Oh,
people watch
okay,
your podcast in a way that like it's nice. Again, it's discussion of ideas, not people, not
yeah."
everything else.
One thing I really wanted to talk to you about is being being women on the internet. Very different from being a man on the internet,
Of course.
especially if you are confident and opinionated. And I think a lot of times you get a lot of comments that you're like, what will happen if I'll just block them? Or sometimes you
Yeah.
feel like replying sarcastically, but
Yeah.
most times you're like, what's the point? Like, I don't want to give this person attention, etc.
Yeah.
But there was an incident a few weeks ago, I think, where you had
Yeah.
filed a cyber cell complaint against somebody, right?
Yeah.
Can you take me through that incident and sort of what made you take that step?
See, I'll try to keep it short also, this one.
Hmm.
You make a video, that's your opinion. I said, if you think women are gold diggers, if you
Hmm.
think, if you're, that's your idea of women, then go out and earn money.
Yeah.
It's a simple thing. If you think women are these people, then do it. If you don't think, this video is not for you. And
Hmm.
most men who don't think they think of women like that, saw that and moved on. Or
Hmm.
just like ha 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 and moved on it. There are
Hmm.
men on that, in that comment section, just as much, just in the same amount as men who don't like this video. Then after a point, I was like, comments is fine, it's fine. Like I'm used to it. Like as a woman on internet, it's very difficult to exist with opinions and all. So I
Yeah.
get that. I have had that life offline also. Online is not a big deal for me. Like men have not liked me in school. Teachers who are like 28, 20, 30-year old male teachers who think that women are women, the whole idea of being a girl is shy, quiet, long skirts and
Hmm.
stuff. Like that's, I'm not saying there's anything wrong with it. I am not that woman, but like I think women are judged more harshly if they are outspoken and
Yeah.
opinionated. That's just my basic nature. It doesn't make me a better or a bad or a good person. I'm just that person.
Mm-hmm.
But anyway, coming to this, this person, like this guy who made a like remix of it, asking
Hmm.
me asking my rate on Instagram, dude. Like
Hmm.
that's just wild. You're soliciting now on internet, you're asking, you're
Hmm.
calling me. I don't want to use those terms that the people have, like, and then there are 11,000 comments literally talking about how much they would pay for me, which is
Oh my
wild,
god,
which is,
disgusting.
I can't believe that this is a real world. It is not dystopian. This is not a scene out of like some HBO series or like a sarcasm or a satire or anything, because this cannot be real. And everybody, there are like 300 comments on those 11,000 comments and everything. And earlier when it started out, I was just like, it's fine, men, let them talk, let them
Hmm.
cook, fuck it. And then that video had 7 million views. And one day in the morning, I woke up and there was another person who had made a similar video asking for my, he said rate, and this one called me straight up, called me a slut, which was very shocking for me, that if I do not put a stop to this right now,
Yeah.
there's going to be like video after video after video. I straight up like called one of my lawyer friends and I was like, "Can I do this?" And he's like, "Do
Hmm.
it. Well, let's do an online FIR first. You can file a complaint. We'll take
Hmm.
the contact. We'll take the complaint number. Once you filed the complaint, police is not gonna be like, this is not legit and all. You've done it
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
already. There is an
Hmm.
FIR already. They have to like do something about it." He was like, "We'll go to this Andheri police station once I'm back and all." And I was like, "Great." I filed the complaint, and not even in under 30 minutes, both the boys deleted those videos. They were like, "This
Hmm.
was just a joke. This was like coming from a place of sarcasm." And I was like, "How is it a joke to call a girl slut and like have 11,000 men bidding on her? You're trying to
Hmm.
fucking sell me on internet. Do you realize that this is not just like trolling? This is just straight up, you're outraging my modesty to a point where this is a criminal case at this point. You do
Yeah.
realize that, right?" And he's like, "No, no, please don't do this, please don't do it." And at some point we've been taught to forgive people because they don't know any better, but this time, like,
Hmm.
my mom sat me down and my mom was like, "Whatever police complaint and whatever station we have to go to, I'll come with you, but don't take this complaint back. This is not like,
Wow.
इन लड़कों
Okay.
को कुछ तो सीखना चाहिए, इनके घर वाले नहीं सिखा रहे हैं तो बाहर की लड़कियां सिखाएंगी अब." And that's
Hmm.
about it. Like, I told my father, I told my brother. My brother was like, "You should be concerned about the women that were on that, the women that comment on your videos, the people, the non-binary people, the gay, the queer folks who feel seen through your videos. Do not care
Yeah.
about these boys. They are insecure." And I think he used the Hindi, in Hindi he used this phrase कि ट्रोलिंग तिनके को डूबते को तिनके का सहारा है ट्रोलिंग. Like, this is the last thing that they are grappling on because they know they've
Hmm.
lost it all to women. They know that they've
Hmm.
already lost, so now this is just their outrage towards it. And
Hmm.
yesterday, I think there's this another girl. She had some 4 million views on that video where she's like कि चुप कर अपना दिमाग अपना, to the same video she was like, "अपना
Hmm.
मुंह बंद कर और मेरे भाइयों को अपना रेट बता." What? You're a
A woman
woman.
had done this?
Yeah, and then I fully typed out a paragraph saying that, I'm going to file a police complaint and stuff like that. And जिस पैसे से आप मेरे अपने भाइयों को मुझे खरीदने के लिए कह रही थी, वो पैसे अब आप पुलिस केस में यूज कर लीजिए. Sasha, I'm not kidding. She has been messaging me since 4 days now. She's deleted that video. She's
Hmm.
messaging me saying, "Please दीदी, मुझसे गलती हो गई, मुझे माफ कर दीजिए, मेरी पूरी लाइफ खराब हो जाएगी." All of them have the same response. "Please don't do it. मेरी
Yeah.
जिंदगी खराब हो जाएगी. मैंने बचपने में कर दिया, मैंने गलती से कर दिया, अब मैं नहीं करूंगा, अब मैं नहीं करूंगी." And I think legal way is the only way. Like, there is only legal framework that will save women at this point on internet. There is no other way around it. They
Yeah.
are not scared of anything other than consequences. They are not, वो आपकी सिंपैथी डिजर्व नहीं करते हैं क्योंकि उनको आपसे एम्पैथी तक नहीं है. वो बेसिक ह्यूमन
Hmm.
इमोशन एक्सपीरियंस नहीं कर पा रहे हैं आपकी तरफ, और आप उन्हें माफ करके क्या करने वाले हो? करो यार FIR, शेम देम, नेम देम, डू दैट. if
Hmm.
if if it doesn't change the whole scenario, this one person is never going to do it again. And if you're able to like stop 5 people from doing it, please do it. It's totally worth.
Yeah. And also, it can't be like, oh, Mary, it was my mistake because, okay, you thought it was funny. You put out the video, but then you see the kind of comments that are coming in, and then do you not realize like
No,
what
they've
you
liked
started?
those
Do you not?
comments
Oh,
where
acha,
somebody said,
okay.
"I'll pay $300 for her."
Yeah.
they
Oh,
they
fantastic.
they've liked that comment, they've pinned that comment. So don't tell me that this is a joke. This is an
Yeah.
outrightly, you wanted to just like get views at
Yeah.
my expense because you're not funny to like make something original of your own. Plus also
Hmm.
like totally you started a bidding war for me in the comments section. What? I'm not a
Yeah.
property. I'm not gonna like go to somebody. And I didn't say that I want a man's money. I have so much of my own. I've made enough money of my own to not ever
Hmm.
like look for that in a partner or something. I just said that if you think that will help your case, just earn that money. If you think women fall for money, then also it shouldn't be a concern because you don't have it.
Yeah. I think it provoked something rage in them. Times there are a lot of times where I've had a feeling about something, but you've been able to articulate it so well through your content
Thanks.
that I feel like, oh, I feel heard, I feel, I understand that feeling now. I'm able to
Yeah.
visualize it, so
A
that's
lot of
been really
women
nice.
have come to me with this only, that
Mm,
we thought it, you said it. And
yeah.
when I started out, the biggest like thing I had was, I don't want to isolate a sect of women. Like ऐसा
Mm.
started out nahi, when you make content you don't think like that. But when I started making it, or beach mein, there were people messaging me saying that, you know, my mom loves your content. And for me
Oh.
that was like a thing, that's a big, by the way, there's a big audience of like just women who are over the age of 45 following me. Like I have a very big following in that sect, randomly, where like and somebody's mom, like I was in H&M buying some shoes, and she was like, I like your videos because you do not show your mother character is not yelling all the time. I hate it when people do
Mm.
it. And I was like,
Yeah.
not consciously, because I've not grown up with a mother who yells a lot. She's very
Mm.
like, she's very Bombay that way. She's like, do whatever, it's fine,
Mm-hmm.
don't tell me, don't bother me.
Mm.
She's one of those people. So my upbringing has been with a person like that. But also I've not seen a lot of like mothers yell entirely. Like once or twice, पूरे दिन में इतना pressure है, इतना काम है, okay. But like
Mm.
your entire character cannot be her yelling at you. She has like a whole life outside of this entire thing.
Mm.
And I think when I make those videos now, after she said it, I was much more conscious about it. That, oh no, okay, fine, I'll explore more to this character than just like being a mother of people. Like, fine, you have
Yeah.
certain motherly qualities, yes, but like if you're at Nani's house, you're not a mother. You're straight up a woman.
Yeah. I
You're
remember
straight up
that
a child.
video.
Yeah, you're
Yeah.
straight up a child of your mother's. So
Yeah.
those kind of things I wanted to like make a lot more often. And I know that in larger scheme of things, like right now, maybe this is not what works as much as the other things do.
Mm-hmm.
But I think in longer run of things, I think this will age better. I feel I think I don't have to
Yeah.
stress about those things ki 5 saal baad I'm not going to look at my videos and be apologizing for it, so that ways.
Yeah. Oh, that's a wonderful thought actually about how your videos are going to age 5 years from now, because most
Yeah,
people don't even think beyond 1 week. They're like, after 1 week, you forget what you've done.
bro, internet remembers. Internet
Yeah.
remembers things you won't remember.
Let's go to audience questions, shall we? So, first question is from Pearl, who's from
Oh.
Mumbai. She asks, "Hi Saumya, what's your favorite travel memory?"
Um, I took a road trip with my best friend after my college ended in 2018, 19.
Mm-hmm.
And we took a road trip from my house to half of Uttarakhand, like a certain point of Uttarakhand. And
Okay.
this was like a proper road trip where we had a car and all, but like we fought a lot because we've been friends for good like now 10 years. Chandni and I have been
Uh-huh.
friends for that long. We fought a lot, we ate a lot, and this was right after our college, so we were straight up just posting pictures while other people were struggling in a job and all. And there's a whole
Oh,
highlight,
nice.
two girls on a road. Like we have spent so much time together already because we used to go on trips a lot. But in this particular trip, we just kept our bags at some random place, like didn't even care about it. And then there's this place called Landor in near
Hmm.
Missouri, and हम straight up किन लोगों के घर देखने गए थे because they have such beautiful houses in that particular
Uh-huh.
area, all like rich people houses, and they're like huge ass estates. And I'm just like chilling in that, just the two of us on in that entire area chilling there. And then there's this चार रास्ता दुकान एक होती है जिसमें चार bakeries हैं, the
Mm-hmm.
best bakeries I've like ever visited in terms of like the food and the jams that they prepare. And it is beautiful memory that I'll always have, क्योंकि अब time नहीं है to
Hmm.
do like a 12-day 14-day road trip. But
Yeah.
we like went everywhere. Then we moved on to a ghost town where there were only two guests in town, and it was us. Like, yeah,
Oh.
so like we were given a camp tent sort of a thing that had inbuilt speakers and like really luxurious beds. And when we woke up in the morning, it started snowing, so it was very beautiful in terms of visual
Damn.
beauty and in terms of like how we were with each other. Like
Hmm.
I was a girl with her, and I'll always
Hmm.
be girl with her, so that ways.
Hmm. No, that's so
Long
nice.
answer.
No, no, it's very nice. Now I also want to go to this ghost town,
It's
see the
beautiful. I'll send
snow
you
in the morning.
pictures.
Yeah. Ah, okay. Yes, yes. Please do.
Very scary, but fun.
Okay. Second question is from Nitin from Delhi. He says, "Can you share 3 movie recommendations?"
Oh damn, I am very bad at remembering stuff, yeah. I must have good
Ah,
recommendations, but like, okay, I'll still try. Recently
one
I've
movie
watched
recently, huh?
two movies recently.
Ah,
There's this thing, what is that movie called? my house or in the house, my house, I think his house,
Mm-hmm.
sorry, his house on
Mm.
Netflix. It's a horror movie, but also like very rooted in Sudanese trauma of war and all. So
Mm-hmm.
that's a good one. Another, I've been watching a lot of horror movies. There's May December that I really like. Recently I watched.
Mm-hmm.
I love the edit of that movie. It's done so masterfully. Like, it's about how people sensationalize the true crimes, leaving the victim behind. So like the
Mm-hmm.
entire movie is shot like a true crime documentary, but it's a
Oh
satire on
wow.
it. And
Okay.
third recommendation, I think, would be, I want to make a Hindi recommendation. Which one did I watch? No, I'm sorry. I have to say Wonka, bro. Like, please, it's in theaters right now. Go watch it. You're going to have the experience of your lifetime. The
Really?
best, yeah, the best visually appealing movie I've seen in a very, very long time. Everything goes. Timothy Chalamet as Willy Wonka, I think, for me, is better than Johnny Depp or any other representation I've ever seen. He's so
Oh my
endearing. He's
goodness.
so
Okay.
cute. And I never thought that
Okay.
he'll be a good Willy Wonka when I started.
Uh-huh.
Like, when he started, and I was like, he's so serious. I don't know. But in the movie, it's so well done. It's one of the best musicals I've ever watched. Like, I've watched in like last 5 or 7 years. So yeah, these three.
Mm. Has there been any drama within your family after your skits on your family members?
Everybody knows me since childhood as this person who they can't say anything to. I will not listen.
Uh-huh.
My father is somebody who does not actually care a lot about what other people say, and as long as
Mm-hmm.
they're not commenting on how what I have what I'm wearing, he's like whatever.
Mm-hmm.
But whatever. This is my career. This is my job. And sometimes, like, my father has had problem with it, so I was like, you don't watch the videos, you don't watch it,
Mm.
because I don't think it's for you, and I'll not be able to do my most honest work if you are in it. And less honest work means less success, which means less money. So you want me
Correct.
to make less money? He was like, no, no, no,
uh,
I won't watch. But like, other family members were not very close, by the way. Like, in front of my tai, in front of my chachis, in a closed room where they enjoyed it thoroughly when I was doing it.
mm.
Even when I'm doing their impressions, they were
Mm.
enjoying it. So now they don't know
Mm.
what to say to me, because I have always been this person to them, at least. Like, my friends
Mm-hmm.
also, everybody is just so used to of me being this person internally and personally, that for them it's not a big deal. For them it's like, oh, Soumya said something, she must have said something. Like, I remember when I was in like 10th standard, I legit straight up said to my like, mazak mein, I made a whole thing where I'm like, where I have made like the my pati the most बेचारा person on earth. I'm like, मैं तो अपने पति से घर के काम कराऊंगी 10th में, मैं अपने पति से घर के काम
Uh-huh.
कराऊंगी. मेरी सास मैं क्यों सास के पैर दबाऊंगी, वो मेरे दबाएगी. Like, these are not real things I want in life.
Uh-huh.
But I've like always said these things where like my mom has walked in with tray in her hand, and I was yep, and I'm just like, ये देखो आ गई, ये like stuff like this, where I've like
Mm.
straight up cracked the joke so unapologetically that they don't know what to say to me.
Mm. Nice. I love this. Bro, thank you so much. It was such a nice conversation with you. I've learned so much. It's very inspiring to hear about your process also as a creator, because
Thanks,
not many
man.
people talk about the entire process of creating, where you forethought the music and the edit even before you while scripting, so that's very refreshing to hear. All of
Thanks.
you watching slash listening, please check out Samya's socials. She's active on Instagram, YouTube. You post on shorts, I've seen.
I do, but I
Anywhere
want to do
else?
more.
You should do just repost same thing, bro. Will grow
Yana.
your YouTube presence. And anywhere
Okay.
else you're active? Is it
No,
LinkedIn,
just
Twitter?
Instagram for now. And YouTube, I would like to be. If you all will
Mm.
subscribe, please come on my channel also, okay?
Huh. Yeah,
I'll
it
post
would be
more.
very interesting.
If I have more than like 2,000, 3,000 followers, I'll start posting on my YouTube also.
2000, 3000 on YouTube.
If I have them, if I at some point
How will
get
you
there.
get if you don't post?
I want it.
That is
Just give
also
it
there,
to
no?
me. Thanks for
Push
having me, and I
ahead.
hope I did not give like long ass answers, because
No,
I
I really
generally take a
enjoyed.
detour when answering, and which is why I'm also scared of podcasts, because people are gonna be like, "Come to the point already."
No, but that's the beauty of podcasts, that you people can follow your train of thought
Thank
and
God.
then understand that better, Like I,
And
I
thank you
personally
so
like
much for
longer
being so
podcasts.
patient and kind in this entire thing. I really, really enjoyed like being here. It felt like I was talking to a friend for aram se aisa on a video call or something.
Hope we can meet soon
Soon,
in
please, whenever
Bombay
you come to
sometime.
Bombay, it's my duty to show you around.
Cool. Done. Done, done, done. New episodes of Chumma Conversations with your favorite content creators will be out every Wednesday, so make sure you click on that follow or subscribe button to make sure you never miss an episode when it comes out. Have a great week ahead. Bye.